Taurus, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at The Love Messages. So today we will be doing your reading from the 28th of May to the 3rd of June. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you and you're looking for a personal reading with me, all the links for that will be in the description box below this video. Taurus, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the remaining few days of May, moving into the first few days of June, is Page of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords upright, okay? So for you, Taurus, your biggest challenge here is getting information. This is what you are looking for at the end of May, the final days of May, moving into June. There's something that you keep either looking back on connected to your past, or you keep ruminating about something, reminiscing about something. Some of you want the truth. Like all you want simply is the truth, okay? You want the truth if someone's lying, if they're cheating, if they have other plans. You really want to get to the bottom of something at this time, okay? And this is going to be a big part of your challenge. We're going to find out more about the Page of Swords, and we're going to see what your important message here is in regards to your challenge moving forward. Now, let's talk about the recent past. Now, in the recent past, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Swords. I do feel in the recent past there was a third party here, okay? So maybe certain people interfering into a connection that you were in. Maybe, you know, you were dealing with more than one person here in the past. There was a lot of reevaluating, okay, in connection to a love interest that you were involved in. I do get this could be an Aquarius here, maybe a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We're going to find out more when we clarify all this information. Now, in the present moment, you have the Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, and you have the Nine of Swords. So in the present moment, okay, in the present moment, there's something that's been bothering you on a very deep level. Okay, something's been really bothering you. There's been a lot of anxiety in connection to this situation. There's been a lot of sleepless nights, issues coming up, cropping up. You have the Four of Swords here. And the Four of Swords in the present moment is talking about rest, healing, recuperation, self-care. And some of you in the present moment, you're blocking yourself off from certain people or situations that cause you stress and anxiety. Okay, and it could be this person from the past. It could be a situation connected to your past. Maybe there's something in the present moment that you're really worried about. We're going to talk about it and see why it's showing up for you. In the near future, you have the Six of Wands, the Four of Swords, or excuse me, the Four of Wands, and the Justice. So in the near future, okay, what is promised for you is justice. Okay, so if you are somebody who recently went through a situation where you were treated unfairly, somebody cheated, lied, there may have been deception, maybe someone took advantage of you, that is going to be resolved in the future. I see a lot of success for you, and I see a lot of stability for you in the near future. We're going to talk more about that when we clarify, okay? So what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is talking about moving away from something. So many of you, as we enter into this Saturn moving into Aries, and we already are in this energy right now, many of us are realizing that the behavior and the things that we did in the past are starting to show up and crop up in the present moment. So if we were doing things that were unfair, if we were doing things that were unjust, it's all cropping up now. Many of you, what you don't see coming is you're going to start to move away from situations that are not in alignment with you. Okay. You're going to start moving away from people, places, experiences, just environments in general that are just simply not for you. And when you finally disconnect from these things, There's a couple of things that are going to happen for you, Taurus. The first thing is you're going to celebrate, okay, with friends. You're going to celebrate the fact that you disconnected from something here that is not a part of your journey, that you don't feel is connected to your goals and your dreams. And what this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to finally focus on the things that you've always wanted to focus on. So many of you are moving away from the past, maybe from somebody here that's been very toxic and unhealthy for you. And many of you are starting to get closer and closer to what it is that you want because you're making those changes, okay? So let's hop right into your reading. Let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into your reading. Let's see what's going on. Let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, the Page of Swords, is clarified by the Page of Swords again. So there's definitely something that you want to get to the bottom of. You're really, really wanting to get to the bottom of this situation. That is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So for many of you right now, okay, and this is not going to resonate with all of you. It's only, the message is only for those of you who need the message. There's definitely something here about dealing with someone who's younger than you. Maybe somebody who, even if this person isn't younger than you, this person could be a little bit more immature, or they have less than you, okay? There's something here about wanting to get to the bottom of something, wanting to get the truth. I don't want to mention this because I feel it's very cliche and it's very typical of me to say it, but I'm going to say it anyways because maybe this is what's going on. I do feel a strong sense here that either you or this person, because this is your challenge, I feel this is you. There's something here about cheating or lying or just not knowing if somebody in your life is genuine. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting that strong, strong energy of that. Now, it may not be that, and if it's not that, then watch your other signs, but I'm getting something here about you're really questioning whether or not somebody is worthy of your energy. If this person is worthy of your time, your energy, your efforts, you've been questioning something. Now, it may not be in regards to a person. It could be in regards to your direction in life, the way your life is now. There's something here, Taurus, that you're questioning within yourself. You want to get to the bottom of it. So your challenge here is to really look at something for what it is. Some of you are getting involved into things and maybe you're not thinking about them or you're not taking time to really understand them. You're only seeing something from one side. Okay. And this is going to be a big part of your challenge because the Page of Swords is about analyzing. It's about studying. It's about gathering and getting information. So this is going to be a big part of your challenge, really getting to the bottom of a situation that you may be questioning. I'm going to also throw another scenario in there. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's new in your life, a new love. Maybe you're flirting with someone, you're getting to know somebody. If that's the case, it's really important that you get to know this person. It's super, super important. And I've advocated that so much on the channel where I've said, do you know this person's human design? Do you know this person's nakshatra? Do you know this person's astrology chart? If you don't know these things about this person, there could be things that crop up that because you didn't study this person, because you didn't get the right information, you may end up finding out later who this person really is. So this can pertain to a number of things. Just apply it into your life. If you're jumping into something very quickly, you're not thinking about it, you're not taking time to learn about it, that's going to be a big part of your challenge, okay? Big part of your challenge is not jumping into something without getting all the details and information first and doing a thorough analysis. This is going to be a big part of your challenge because, of course, summer's coming and everybody wants to have fun and we don't think about those things. So this is going to be a big part of your challenge, doing that research before moving forward, okay? And of course, the Tower is here. So if you don't do that research, if you don't take the time out to understand and learn, understand and overstand a particular situation that you're getting involved in, it could lead to a Tower because there's a lack of a foundation there, okay? So that's the message there. It's not going to resonate with all of you. It's a very, very specific message, okay? Now, I'm going to clarify all the cards in the recent past. Okay, in the recent past, you have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is a flighty energy. It is somebody who comes in, offers love, but then it's not consistent. I do feel that somebody in your life in the past, a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, came into your life. Things started to become very difficult, okay, with you and this person. But as a result of things getting difficult, I feel that eventually this difficult situation started to come to an end. The reason why it came to an end for you, Taurus, in the recent past was because you made it very clear that you were leaving or disconnecting from this situation, okay? So something at the first sign of something becoming difficult or hard or inconsistent, a lot of you said, nope, I'm not dealing with this. You identified something here that wasn't for you and you moved away from it. This is really good because you're immediately saying, I don't partake in this. This is not for me. I rebuke this energy. A lot of you were doing that here in the past. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So lots of pain in the recent past for some of you, lots of pain. And many of you don't show it. Many of you don't wear your pain on your sleeve, but something happened here in the past that not only did it become very difficult, but the situation that became very difficult caused you a lot of pain. So again, I do see a third party here in the past where somebody was entertaining someone else. Maybe you were entertaining someone else here, but you started to question your relationships. You started to question the people that you were entertaining here in the past. Some of you felt you were in a situation where you were feeling alone. So even though you weren't in a relationship and there was this strong connection between you and this particular person, you still felt this feeling of being alone here in the past. Now you also have the King of Swords, maybe an air sign you were dealing with, an Aquarius. Here I'm getting a Virgo, a Gemini, or an Aries. You have the Emperor, the Five of Swords, and the Hermit. So in the recent past, okay, for many of you, there was this moment in time where you may have chosen to withdraw from specific people in the past. The reason why you chose to withdraw from these people in the past was because there started to be a lot of this competition, a lot of this cutthroat energy here in the past where it no longer felt like love. It felt like you were competing with these people. So many of you, like I said, you disconnected or you realized that maybe it's time for me to spend time on my own. This is what a lot of you may have decided to do because something here was becoming just too dramatic here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of drama, a lot of conflict, arguments, one-upping each other all the time. So something in your life became very clear here that it was not for you. And this is why your challenge is the Page of Swords, because in order to avoid this mess again, okay, this mess that you were in the past, a lot of you failed to do the research, okay? Some of you realized that somebody had mental health issues here in the past. Some of you realized that somebody was a compulsive liar. Some of you realized that this person was a serial cheater, right? So when you really dig deep and you get in there and you find out what a person has to work on. And by the way, everybody has something to work on. We all have something. We all come here to work on something. So if you meet somebody in your life and they say, you know, Taurus, I don't have anything to work on. I'm perfect. I'm amazing. I'm great. That's a lie. Okay. It's a full bull-faced lie. Okay. Because we all have something to work on. Now it's a matter of identifying what that thing is that we need to work on. A lot of people don't want to identify those things that we need to work on because it's too much work or they're too focused on being the best and showing that they're the best when in reality they have a lot of work to do. So 9 times out of 10, people have work to do on themselves. A lot of you avoided researching about the people that you got involved with here in the past, and it resulted in you being in pain, dealing with drama, and all of that. So this is why your challenge is showing up as that now, okay? So many of you are moving away from this person if you haven't already, or moving away from certain people that just aren't supporting your progress and your success at this time. So let's clarify, and by the way, that's the recent past, so let's clarify the present moment. Yeah, so many of you are attracting new love in the present moment. That's what I'm getting. I picked that up. Okay, Four of Swords is clarified by the King of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So in the present moment, it's very clear that new love is coming into your life. You've set standards. You have very high standards when it comes to new love. Some of you haven't met this person yet, but they are coming in. You also have the King of Wands here as well too. And the King of Wands is talking about this person who's coming into your life. It could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm getting a Pisces or a Gemini. Okay, so the message here is if you are single and you are looking to attract somebody new into your life, they are on their way. I feel June is a big month for you. June is a huge month for you because it's a new cycle that's starting for you. You're going to attract new love. You're going to attract the right people into your life, but you have to remember where you came from in the past. If you're forgetting this and you're ignoring all of these challenges that you went through with somebody here in the past, that is why your challenge is the Page of Swords, doing that research, because a new person is coming in. And one of the things that's going to be really important for you, Taurus, is your standards. If you've created a certain level of threshold that somebody needs to reach to get to you, do not lower your standard, okay? Because that's what's going to be a big part of your challenge moving forward into the month of June, where you get excited, you meet somebody new, you're ready to go, and you realize, oh, well, you know, this person isn't really meeting my standards. Immediately when somebody doesn't meet your standards, you say, thank you, but no thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. I know what I want. If you can't offer me this, it's not for me. And having that strength within yourself to do that is going to be so important moving forward. Now, there's something in the present moment, Taurus, that's been bothering you. It's really been causing you stress and worry. So what is that? We have the Nine of Swords here. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Moon, the Ace of Pentacles, and the World. So in the present moment, it appears that there's something that's hidden from you, okay? Some of you are dealing with somebody in the present moment that's hiding things from you. They're keeping secrets. You feel this in your bones. You have a very strong inkling here, okay? So I'm gonna say this to you, not gonna resonate with all of you. If you feel somebody is cheating and you have that inkling, it's very important to do the research and investigate, okay? Some of you are thinking about investigating this person or getting information. That may be something that you need to do. One of the things that I see some of you end up finding out the truth, okay? And the World is here. So the good news here is that there's something that's been bothering you and that's been worrying you, whatever it is. It doesn't matter if it's money, if it's relationship, if it's your future, if it's your purpose in life, whatever it is that's worrying you, that is coming to an end. The reason why it's coming to an end is because you are going to have a brand new opportunity that comes into your life, but first something is going to have to be revealed to you. A lot of you already found this out, or you're in the process of finding out the truth. And when you find the truth out, you're going to know why you've been separated from this person, or why they've been at a distance, or why you haven't spoken to them for a while, because you're waiting for confirmation. This is all you're waiting for. Once you get the confirmation, you're going to say, oh, okay, now I have the confirmation. Now I can move forward. Because some of you right now, you're stagnant in the present moment. You know that something's over. You feel it in your bones. And here's the thing. Here's how I know that my intuition is working. When I feel anxiety, when I feel nervousness, when I'm around certain people or in certain environments, I listen to that feeling. I don't ignore it. I don't sit there and say, oh, you know, that's going to pass, whatever, it's not a big deal. No, there's a reason why you have anxiety connected to a certain thing that you're thinking about, or a person you're around, or an environment that you're in. And it's so important that you listen to that. Okay. Don't ignore your emotional intelligence. And I talked to Pisces about this yesterday. I think that was Pisces' challenge. So some of you are Pisces, or you're dealing with a Pisces. So it's really important that you are paying attention to these triggers that are happening within you. And when you pay attention to those triggers, a lot of you are going to be able to sweep the dust out of your life and make room for the true opportunities that are meant to find you. So this is an important message that I feel you need to hear. Okay, let's move on to the final message for the present moment. You have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is a preservation energy. It is an energy of preserving oneself, right? Blocking yourself off, closing yourself off to certain situations that harm you or hurt you. For many of you, you are at a distance from someone. Okay, there's two messages I have here. The first one is if you are at a distance from someone, or you're in separation right now, there's a reason for that. A lot of you are in separation or at a distance from someone because the energy in the past was so toxic and it was so unhealthy that there needed to be a break or a separation between you and this person. Okay. Now, another thing too that you have to realize and remember is that there's still a desire to work things out in the present moment, but it's going to take so much strength, so much perseverance. It's going to take so much responsibility, maintaining and etc. That it may or may not be possible here. Okay. Some of you are choosing to block yourself off, or you're dealing with somebody who's chosen to block themselves off from you because it's just not healthy. It's not a healthy situation. Okay. That's one message for some of you. For others of you, this is about you being in a crossroads at your life. And maybe both of these messages resonate with you. You're at a crossroads in your life. Why? Because at this time, there's something that happened in your past that really got you to think. And it made you realize, you know what, there's certain things that I'm doing in my life that I have to bring to an end. I have to get more serious about my life. Okay, Saturn in Aries, everybody's getting more serious about themselves on an individual basis. This is happening behind the scenes. By the way, this is happening behind the scenes for you. It's not something that's happening in the public eye. So in the public, everything can be fine. You know, if you're somebody who's in social media and you're online, whatever, it's not a big deal. But there's something happening in the background that's making you rethink the direction of your life, the course of your life, the direction of your life. You're at a crossroads right now where you're saying, okay, do I want to continue with this job? Do I want to continue with these friends? Do I want to continue living where I'm living? You know, there's a lot of things that you're reevaluating here in the present moment. Many of you, this is connected to your work. Okay. Some of you, this is connected to your work. And there may be an important decision that you have to make in terms of that. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing for you in the present moment. Now, in the near future, Taurus, things start to look up for you. Why? Because you have the Justice here, and the Justice is about setting everything right in one's life. It is about bringing things back into balance. And when you finally do that, when you see the opportunity to do that in the near future, you do have the Six of Wands here. And the Six of Wands is indicating for many of you that success is right at your door in the future. In June, first week of June, you have all eyes on you, success here, possibility. Let's clarify all the cards and let's get some information about the near future for you. Okay, so in the near future, we're going to start off with the Justice because I feel that's the most energy that's popping out that you need to hear right now. So the Justice is talking about fairness. It's talking about karma. Justice is all about karma, and it is connected to the sign of Venus, but it also is connected to Saturn, okay? And I know somebody commented because, you know, sometimes people comment really crazy things on the channel. And I have to reiterate, somebody commented the other day, they said, Saturn is not connected to Libra. What are you talking about? Okay, first of all, guys, okay, rewind, okay, reverse, look in the rear view mirror, reverse, okay. First of all, I have 26 years in astrology. I've studied every corner of astrology. I'm not saying I know everything about astrology, but when I say that Saturn is connected to Libra and Libra is connected to the Justice, we're talking about karma. And we're talking about Saturn being in Libra exalted. So there is a connection there. Each planet in astrology represents some sort of exaltation or deterrent, okay? Now, in this case, because Saturn is in Aries, which is the deterrent, which means that planet, Saturn, is not comfortable in Aries. When Saturn is in Aries, Saturn is very uncomfortable. It's almost like being in a place that makes you feel uncomfortable, right? Some of you like the sun, some of you like the cold, some of you like summer, some of you like winter. If you're somebody who doesn't like the winter, that's a deterrent. If you're somebody who likes the summer, that means you're exalted there, right? So understanding and learning, understanding and overstanding these basic principles and not just looking at the basics. I don't look at basics. No, I don't look at basics. I go deep down, okay? I do a deep dive, okay? In all the readings that I do, whether that's a private reading you get with me or a public reading that you get with me. So I'm going to reiterate what I just said. Saturn is connected to Libra, Okay, it is exalted when it's in Libra, but because it's in the opposite sign of Libra, it's at its fall. So for many of you in the near future, if you've done the right thing, when people weren't looking, you're going to reap the benefits. If you're somebody who does things, you're scamming and you're scheming and you're doing those things in the background, that's when the scales are going to balance, because like I said, Saturn is in Aries and it's at its fall. It's in its fall, which means it's not happy there. It's more happy in Aquarius, Capricorn, or in Libra. Those are the three signs that Saturn does very well in, and it's not in one of those signs. So this means there will be a conflict because somebody here in the near future feels that they were treated unfairly. Bottom line. Bottom line, all right? So sometimes I need to reiterate those things because, some of you come on here and make me look silly and I don't appreciate it because you don't know me, okay? And I mean that with all due respect. You all know that I'm a straight shooter. I don't have time here to play games or pretend that I'm somebody that I'm not. I am who I am. Some of you are gonna like me, some of you don't like me. What can I do about that? I can only just be who I truly am. And I always encourage you to do the same. Be who you are. Don't let people, ride you and tell you have to be something that you're not, right? So let's get back to your reading. Bottom line here, somebody here is upset. They're upset that they've tried to make this work over and over again. Somebody's given somebody multiple chances, like over and over and over and over again. They've given multiple chances and it just simply hasn't led to anything great. So as a result of that, something here ends in the near future because of a conflict. The conflict is trying to reiterate the fact that something here is unfair. Saturn is going to do a number on all of us, okay? Especially people who have been doing the wrong things. Scammers, cheaters, liars, people who are not having the good intentions towards other people. This is going to play out for many of you here in the near future. This is a good thing because for many of you, somebody here is chasing you. Somebody really wants your attention. And many of you are saying, you know what, I'm better off focusing on myself, my career. This is what's going to bring me happiness. So a lot of you are realizing that maybe the time isn't right to get into a relationship, or maybe the time isn't right to really entertain somebody who you're in a relationship with at this time. It's very obvious that some of you are dealing with somebody here that wants to hold on to you. They want to stay in this relationship with you, but there's no emotional comfort. There's no emotional support. And this is why I talked about emotional intelligence for the last few days. Dealing with people that see your vision, people that are connected to your vision, right? So in the near future, many of you are going to be confronted with situations that you've been avoiding, people that you've been avoiding, situations that you've been avoiding, and it will come to a head here in the near future because Saturn is in Aries now, it's in its fall. So that is going to show up for you. And this is why what you don't see coming is many of you are disconnecting from something here. It just simply isn't for you anymore. Okay. There's something here that's simply just not for you anymore. You're disconnecting from it and you're moving towards something here that is more fulfilling for you. Okay. I know this was a bit of a harsh reading, Taurus. I hope you got something from it. You all know I keep it real. You all know I keep it real. Okay. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice for you, Taurus. What's your advice? Okay. Let's get your advice. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. Your biggest piece of advice is to really reevaluate all your relationships, all the people that you're entertaining, your investments, your time, your energy, your money. Who are you putting your money, your energy, and your efforts towards? Your biggest piece of advice is to look at these relationships and ask yourself, are they bringing you the collaborative energy that brings support and reassurance to your life? And most importantly, are these relationships that you are fostering, are they truly bringing you the happiness and fulfillment that you seek? And if the answer is no, then you really have to reevaluate them. This is part of your challenge, the Page of Swords. This is about reevaluating your resources, your friends, your environments, the things that you're entertaining, the path that you are on in your life. Is it truly giving you the happiness that you seek, or is it false happiness? Okay, because something here can't be hidden anymore. There's no more lying. There's no more cheating. There's no more pretending here. Something that is what it is coming to light. And somebody here is tired in the near future of trying to make something work where there's nothing but unfairness and conflict. So many of you right now, your biggest piece of advice is to really look at your situation from a very broad perspective, a 360 perspective and be honest with yourself and ask yourself if the situation's bringing you happiness. If it's not, then maybe there's something here that needs to change, okay? So this is what I have for you, Taurus, a bit of a harsh reading. I hope you got something from it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.